this league, you have to make or create your opportunities. And when you get those opportunities, you have to finish them. Just too many missed opportunities, whether it's offensive rebounds, finishing, whether it's a drive, great possession, or on the defensive side. You got to finish. Georgetown's a very talented team. They don't beat themselves. You have to go out and again, create those opportunities and take advantage of them. And at times we did tonight, but Big East game, you have to do it down the stretch. You have to do it the last 4 minutes. And we didn't do that.
Otto Porter scored 10 straight points in crunch time. What can you say about his performance and what it's like for a player like that?
As I said beforehand, he's so disciplined and patient in his offense. And he just allows his teammates in the offense to come to him. And so he gets open looks. Last one, the cut and post. David called it right in the huddle and told us what was going to happen. It's just they out-executed us right there. They out-toughed us. And again, an opponent coming in and shoot 57%, that's not good enough. You're not going to win many games.
Mike, is it particularly frustrating, considering, the problems you guys have had closing out, to see, basically the opposite happen with Otto Porter, a guy who basically just says, I'm going to just close this game out for us?
Yeah, we don't have that guy. I think we have a pretty good team, and I think we have a team with some options, and we have to, again, I think we shared the game and had a little bit more passion for playing for one another as we did against Louisville, but that's what you have in the Big East. And so you're going to face lottery picks and first-round draft choices, and you got to defend as a team, and we didn't do that. Tried to go zone a couple of times, and it just didn't have the answer defensively tonight. And then, but I thought offensively we were attacking and efficient enough to stay with them. Just last 4 minutes, you got to get stops, and you got to finish your layups, finish the opportunities.
Mike,
what can do they do anything different tactically? You talked about the efficiency on offense. There was a big gap between the first half and the second half. Is there anything tactically that they changed?
No, they did a couple of different cuts that they go to, but no, nothing. They just Porter looked like he was a little more aggressive, and they looked more aggressive in going to Porter.
No, I apologize. I meant in terms of your offensive efficiency. I mean, you shot whatever 55% or whatever in the first half.
Yeah, second half. I think my assistant coach said we missed 21 shots in the paint. That's where I want to shot. That's where we usually do a pretty good job if we get the ball into the paint, whether it's through penetration or the pass. And tonight we didn't finish. We didn't finish our opportunities.
You mentioned 21 misses in the paint. How much do you credit Georgetown's bigs with that, particularly with Lubin going out?
Every big in the Big East. I mean, but yes, they did a good job. We have to finish. We have to start to finish better, and it's just that's an individual thing, and that's whether it's one of my bigs, one of my guards. We have to now finish better.
Mike, what's personnel? Was this the best you've seen Hopkins play? They're number 3.
Yeah, he had a nice game. And again, they don't throw the ball over the post. There was a couple times where and again, this is also what's hurting us, the small things. We're supposed to the front to post, and we didn't do it 2 or 3 times. We let them catch it too close, and they don't throw it over the top because of their spacing, because of their system, and those little things add up. And it's such a small margin of error in this league that we have to do a better job with doing your job with the details.
Mike, what do you see as the reason why you had trouble finishing close to the basket?
You have to ask him.
Mike, do you notice how tangible was the difference between your offense against their zone look and against their man look?
I have to go back and look. There was a couple possessions late that I didn't like our movement. We just stood around and wanted Eli to do something or Miles to do something. Again, we're best when we're getting behind the defense, moving the ball in 4 or 5 passes. Look, you have 17 offensive rebounds. You had 18 against Louisville. There is a there is an energy there. There is a toughness. Just now finish the toughness. Reward yourselves with 2 free throws. Reward yourself with a bucket. And it's a little frustrating.
Like it's happening so quick under there, but is it possible it could just be getting in their heads right now, even though it's like a quick bang bang thing?
Yeah, anything's possible, but you are 1 foot away, 2 foot away. You got to finish, and maybe it's something they're thinking about too much. It's something though we worked on last 2 days, just seeing the ball go in the hole. I had a lot of finishing drills. It's just, I know we're not going to win many games in the Big East when you miss 21 shots in the paint.
You use the word frustrating. What's their feeling in there?
I'm frustrating that we're not finishing in the paint. We had passion. We played for one another. Yeah, when you lose, what happens to you? It takes the joy away from your everyday experience. You mope to class, you mope during training table, you're fighting through practice because of the competition. Someone loses competition, you're not going to feel that joy and that energy that winning gives. And so we have to get it back. The phrase "winning solves everything" it's a well-used phrase in sports because it does, in a way. It brings the energy and life back, the joy back, and now we have to respond. Tough one. I loved our compete in a lot of these games but it doesn't matter. You got to win. You got to go and finish these opportunities, and we look forward to Tuesday.
Mike, when you said you saw guys standing around, not much motion on offenses, are those through sets that you're calling or they're calling?
No, that's our half court. There's sets that we run during versus zone, and then there's some motion offense where you have to move and attack the zone concepts. And one of the biggest concepts that you don't do is stand during the zone, and we did that maybe once or twice in the last 5 minutes.
And 2 more questions?
From a season-wide perspective, talk about Sea Gears and Wally, how they come along this season, what have they been considering?
They both have had their moments, and they both have their moments where they've been inconsistent. It's just they're working tremendously hard. Love having them every day because they do both have a joy for the game and a passion for the game. And with this whole team remaining and being consistent with your decisions, with your energy and your urgency is very important, and that's what they lack right now.
Derek and Kadeem played combined 12 minutes. Was it something you saw out of them, or was this a game you just rather have your veterans out there?
Like Derek's competing, he's got to finish now. And Kadeem gave up too many points to play any more minutes. He has to learn when he's in there. And again, it wasn't a great game because you always have to think what's going on the next after a pass, after a cut. They're doing something, and Kadeem has to stay locked in, and he wasn't as locked in as he probably should have been.